Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV 1 p.m. news with me, Catherine Govi, and my sign language interpreter doing the voicing, Irene Chibiwot. Let's focus on our news. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has affirmed his support for Washington's probe into alleged excesses by the Kenyan government. Speaking in the United States during a roundtable media meeting in Kansas City, Gachagua welcomed the move, saying it signals the importance of accountability, transparency, and the rule of law in governance. He further stated that probe should be impartial and guided by facts, adding that it could help restore public confidence both locally and internationally.
Today, in the Senate, the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee tabled a motion for the American legislative arm to review the status of Kenya as a non-NATO ally because of violation of human rights, because of abductions, extrajudicial killings. I want to appeal to the people of Kenya living here and working here in the United States to take time to lobby their senators and their congressmen so that they can know exactly what is happening in Kenya, so that when this particular motion comes up for discussion, there is support from the senators here in the United States, because Kenyans here are quite informed as to what is going on back home. Let me tell officers commanding police stations, officers commanding police divisions, all the atrocities against the people of Kenya that are being committed within your jurisdiction, you will have to answer it one day.
Moving on, President William Samoei Ruto has reiterated his commitment to improving the business environment in Kenya, promising urgent amendments to business laws to enhance the ease of doing business. Speaking during a high-level roundtable co-hosted by the private sector and the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, the President emphasized the government's readiness to support sustainable enterprise growth. He also urged the private sector to avoid making numerous requests that benefit individual companies at the expense of national economic priorities, calling for collective proposals that drive inclusive development.
Because it is a source of concern that companies or individuals influence, committees in parliament, influence chairs of committees in parliament or officials. We end up then with a distorted, policy environment, because they end up serving individual companies, not the sector. So the sector also, surely, you must be people of integrity.
When it's cross-cutting issues, we always bring harmonized positions as KEPSA. When it's sectoral issues, the sectors do bring harmonized issues as sectors. So we just had to avoid the individual ones because they really mess even for government.
Equally, we have negotiated with Saudi Exim. We hope that we can also close on another credit line that will also support manufacturers and exporters.
This is credit that we are making available that is not commercial. Is it commercial? It's not commercial. It is concessionary financing to support the industry. I am happy to look for government resources to do more in that space if the industry aligns with what we are doing.
Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has affirmed the government's readiness to listen to the grievances and demands raised by Generation Z youths. Speaking at Pwani University, the Deputy President emphasized the importance of open dialogue, stating that the government is committed to fostering an intergenerational conversation aimed at addressing the concerns of young people. He noted that the planned intergenerational dialogue will provide a platform for young voices to be heard and included in key decision-making processes, particularly on matters affecting the country's future. More details on the structure and timeline of the dialogue are expected to be announced in the coming days.
We will start having those conversations on the hard issues of accountability, hard issues on the fight against graft and stealing of public funds, the hard issues about how those in authority treat citizens, and how security agencies engage with the people. We do not see young people as a burden or as a crisis. Young people are a resource, an opportunity, and an investment for Kenya and for our country now and tomorrow. But in the process, we'll also have a very difficult conversation on how the exercise of rights must not injure the national good and hurt innocent people.
On to our other news. IEBC Chairman Edung Ethicon has assured Kenyans that the 2027 general elections will be free, open, and fair amid growing concerns and rumors from some politicians alleging a plan by the Kenya Kwanza administration to rig the elections. Speaking during a breakfast meeting with media stakeholders on Wednesday, Ethicon reiterated that the Electoral Commission remains independent and committed to upholding the Constitution. He further cautioned political leaders against engaging in early campaigns, urging all stakeholders to respect electoral timelines and promote national stability.
Growing wave of political intolerance. Political rallies are being disrupted by hired goons. Hate speech and inflammatory remarks are being normalized. Few perpetrators are held accountable. This climate threatens not only democracy but also journalist safety. We ask the Commission to speak firmly and act in collaboration with law enforcement to protect civic space.
Access to accurate information at every stage of the electoral process is vital for building and sustaining public confidence. This is why the Commission is committed to working with the media openly, constructively, and consistently.
Going for 2027, I personally don't think there'll be stealing of votes. It's almost an impossibility. But if there are loopholes, please bring those point out to us so that we can seal the loopholes if there are any. So we are open to that.
Other news. Medical services under the Social Health Authority, SHA, have been suspended at Nyanchwa Adventist Hospital following serious allegations of financial misconduct involving millions of shillings from the government's medical scheme. A directive from the Ministry of Health has ordered the immediate suspension of SHA-related services at the facility for a period of 90 days to allow a comprehensive investigation. The directive also mandates the urgent transfer of all SHA-registered patients to alternative facilities. The decision has left hundreds of patients stranded just 2 days after the Cabinet Secretary for Health launched a nationwide biometric registration system aimed at tackling fraud and bribery within the health sector. Authorities say the investigation will seek to uncover the extent of the alleged irregularities as well as identify individuals responsible for the mismanagement of public health funds.
Claiming that there are claims of fraud in the hospital. We as Nyanchwa, we are asking that if in any case investigations are done and those cases are found, that is when we could have maybe adhere to the letter. But as the Mission Hospital, we say that we don't have such claims.
So nilikuja na mzazi nikijua SHA itakuwa inatumika hapa ili iweze kumsaidia kama ameshapimwa nao wazungu aingie kuingeneka hapo ili mzidishie matibabu yake.
Tuko kwa juu hapa tunaweka laini, hatuoni matibabu. Tafadhali muje mwakaangalie hiyo saa kama inafanya kazi. Tunasumbuka sana.
As the mission, one of our core roles is to attend to those patients. So even without SHA, we are doing the services to the patients without the SHA portal.
We're having a short commercial break and we'll be back with sports news.